Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Astronium. In our previous episode, we made big progress. We struggled against the Goblin King for a while, or King Goblin as his health bar declared him. And then we came to the snow area. We found a sword upgrade. We then found a scythe, which we upgraded as well, and we defeated the forgot his name boss. That one went a lot better than the King Goblin one, mostly because we've also gotten the ability to upgrade our weapons. So we're currently sitting at a level 3. I think this is level 3. Scythe, which means that it does 28 damage compared to the 5 we were doing before. So quite a qualitative difference. So with this in hand, let's check and see if anything's changed with the dog we found. I know it's a snow wolf, but for what it's worth, that right there, that little interaction is actually fairly impressive. It's complicated making distinct actors within a scene interact. Like, did you notice how my character, if I go up here, he has to walk down? Like, that's not that complicated by itself, but these sort of things end up stacking up really quickly, where you have to worry about animations syncing up, you have to worry about relative positions, you have to worry about the state of the player and the NPC. It can get out of hand very quickly. So, okay, yeah, we can upgrade this again to damage 32. Interesting. So, kind of getting some diminishing returns, because I think our previous upgrade was 22 to 28. So, I'm a little tempted not to upgrade this yet. If we struggle in the next area, we might come back and level this up. But I have a slight suspicion that we're going to find another weapon that we're like, ooh, this could be even better. I need to remember that the scythe was like 16 damage, I think, at base. So that's what I need to be comparing any items I come across to, and not the current 28, because I can upgrade other items as well. Something tells me that you had some adventures far from here. You can get even more powerful than me in the future. Just one more, you can finally be on your way. Good luck. Alright, so classic Metroidvania, 3 MacGuffins. You know, the go get the 3 circuits in our case. So our map, nothing special showing up for that. So cool. Alright, to the beach. Let's do it. This is not the right way to the beach. just running entirely in the wrong direction. Nope. See, that's the... Ooh. Okay, so this is the first time we've seen a bow. We've seen arrows before, but not the bow. And I'm a little confused about the dots beside the name. No way to attack diagonally. Oof. Oh, that's interesting. Is it just me, or did its damage just change? I thought it was 1.5 earlier. It could be that I'm just misremembering, but... Oop. It's slightly embarrassing that we took those 2 hits, but that's okay. We'll probably find a bonfire down here very quickly. Can we swim? Doesn't look like it. Oh, straight into a fight. Alright, that's one down. Two down. Nice. Those had a pretty distinctive look. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some lore about those being bounty hunters or something. It's really interesting that we trigger that and then there's a noticeable delay on it actually doing a thing. That makes me think that there's some multi-threading happening maybe, or this is an event-driven system. Neither of which would be what I would do if I was coding this game. Okay, so we're there. Maybe we are going to get some swimming or something, because there's clearly an island to the left. Need to go right, down. We'll try holding right here, and see if there's a key or something over here. Who knows? I don't know why I'm like hitting the polar opposite direction of where I need to be going. Pretty good money on them, it looks like. I didn't count exactly how much. I might do a quick experiment. We're at 1570 right now. So for one of them, we're now at 1681. So now we're at 1803. So like over 100, 150. Blue steel halberd. Base damage of 16. Level 1, special no. I mean, this says level legendary. Wait, this says actually 18. I really like the width of this. Though it's hard to tell, like, is that actually impactful or not. This is a slightly higher base damage, I think, than what we've got. Alright, let's... So if I stand here on this corner, it looks like I don't quite reach. It looks like we've got about 2 grids of reach. Don't quite reach that. I feel like this actually might have a hair more reach over there. Just like a pixel or so, but it's really hard to tell. I don't feel like that's definitive enough for us to change. I might regret that later, but... So this ultimately didn't end up being anything. This is just like a farming spot, maybe? To kill enemies and grab raw materials? It really feels to me like this game needs more, like, little collectibles and things to find. Minor upgrades, you know? Like, I would be very happy to be finding, like, pieces of a map or something to flesh this out. Heart pieces would be great. Little caches of currency. As it is, like, all of the collectibles we're getting are droppable weapons and gear and the, like, quest items, really. Keys and circuits. But yeah, that whole little thing seems honestly pointless, which feels crazy. Some pretty good cash there. As we rack up more cash, if we don't find an item that feels worth... Ooh, shit. Well, that's not great. Boy. Nope. Alright. As I was saying, as we rack up more cash and don't get item drops. Ooh, interesting. Wasn't this the other 2 last time? I think it was. We'll come back to that spot. Obviously, that's a boss fight-ish type thing. I'd also be fine with if this game just had, like, literally, like, side quest, collectible type things. Like, hey, get the things for this NPC. What do you get for it? Nothing. Some dialogue. I'd be totally fine with that. Alright. Defeat the Triton ship encounter is what that said. We are hurting, so... Not to be cowardly, but yeah, we're going straight back to save. Before pressing that button. Be interested to see if the enemies... Alright, again, alright, so this says damage 16. Y'all can see it, damage 16. Now it says damage 18. That, I mean, it's pretty much got to be a bug, right? Though, how such a bug could be occurring is kind of beyond me. I don't know. Okay, what did that do, though? Okay. I was expecting that button to, like, make the ship travel to somewhere, but it seems to have done nothing? I don't believe that it's done nothing. I assume that it's done something, and I'm just not seeing it. steel scimitar slash level 1, no special. That one stayed at 16, so weird, interesting. I don't love coming into this. Wait, did we get? No, okay. Don't love coming into this with one less health than I want, but boy, I'm just throwing. Woof. Alright. Well, we've died to that fight twice now. So, I did say if we start dying, we'll go upgrade, so we will. Tell y'all what, I won't make you watch me run all the way there, because it is kind of slow, so see you in a sec. Alright, here we are. Let's upgrade. So, going up to 32. Interesting, we can do it again to get to 35, though it takes a lot of cash. Huh. I'm a little surprised by that. Well, maybe I'll do a little bit of grinding, but regardless, I'm going to get back to where we just were, so see y'all in a sec again. I've decided I do want to get one more upgrade. It feels a little silly, but, you know, whatever. It's my playthrough. I like leveling. So, we're just going to kill a couple enemies. Good enough cash. Oh, that wasn't quite enough, so let's kill one more enemy over here. And then we'll have enough to go back and upgrade this. There we go. So, yeah, I'll see y'all back at the forge. Alright, here we are. And we'll invest. There we go. Upgrade a weapon to max level. Alright, so this is max. 35 damage. Now we know. So cool. Got a trophy for it. And I'll see y'all back in the beach. Alright, we are back at the beach. So now we can try and take on that fight that we died to a few times already. And hopefully do a little bit better for ourselves. There we go. Still don't really want that sword, especially now that we've maxed out this thing. I was kind of thinking as I was walking over here, do I think that level 5 is the max level for all weapons? I'm kind of betting it is, but hard to say. Well, that was a little messy on my part, but we got him dead, so good enough. The extra damage on the businessman, gunman one definitely helped us. Though, man, I would love it if we had a little more clarity about the hitboxes. Alright, so here we are. Yep, we're there. We've done that event. So there's stuff down and to the left here. Use bears. There we go. Ah, more buttons. Cool. Alright. So I'm guessing these buttons are opening a door or something that we will need to go through to get to the boss. That's my current guess. There was another way down here, wasn't there? Okay, we need to deal with you. There's that one, 16. Alright, so, okay, not seeing anything here that I want to deal with. Okay, maybe there wasn't... Okay, yeah, here it is, here it is. Okay, yeah, and this just has 3 thingies now, so there we go. We needed to press 3 buttons in order to open that gate. Cool. And this is the boss, I assume. The trident, cool. Whiff. Did I just first try hitless that boss? Hell yeah. Oh. Redemption. I can't believe I did that. Okay. Finally, the most difficult one to retrieve. I need to show it to Vorix soon. Alright, retrieve all pieces of technoli. Boy, it said most difficult one. No, absolutely not. The first one was by far the most difficult. I can't believe that we first tried no-hit that boss. I'm mad that I'm not streaming, because that would make for a great clip, you know? A little highlight to put on my reel. That's okay. Give me all your cash. These enemies drop so much money, relatively speaking. Yeah, that looks like that's it for this area. Still no explanation for this little island over here to the left. It is what it is, so... I'm deliberately keeping the recording going, by the way. part of me is like, they don't need to watch me like hoof it all the way back. It's kind of boring. But in this case, because we just triggered a story thing, I'm worried that there's going to be, some sort of event or something that happens on the way back, and I don't want to miss the beginning of it. So that's why this little run back is included. And also, this game doesn't have a fast travel system, so that's a design choice. That's part of it. All right, we are back. Saving. Hey, man. Here you are with all the circuits I needed. What you have in your hands is the proof of a great feat. I can just congratulate you for that. In a couple minutes, I will finally be able to repay you. Just wait. Factory new. Oh. Finally ready, you can use it anytime. Enter the ship? Yes. The R2-D2. Thanks for playing a game by Igor Veskolokes Mendu. Luke. Special thanks. None class, the council, Alfredo, Walk, and Lucan has 2 PU. Alright. Boy, I'm a little surprised at how just utterly there's no like climax to that. I thought for sure that there was going to be something here. Like this spot felt climactic to me. Also, I guess like I was really expecting more weapons. And I need to review my footage of what the dog said to find. Guess we can go ahead and trigger this. There we go. I'm super curious. So this is definitely the icon of what we needed to do. So, well, okay. Let's go back to the menu, see if anything changed up here. I doubt it. Nope. And let me just real quick double check. There's a few more achievements for slay a frostbite dog after killing his master, defeat a goblin knight using his own weapon, hold 5,000 plus iron shards in your pockets, slay 5 slimes at the same time, beat the game without increasing your max health, beat the game with the initial stick. So all of that is just, achievements in the vein of like, hey, you're doing a special challenge, not like a story thing. So yeah, I guess that's Astronium. It's really hard to rate games like this. Like I like short and sweet games. And this definitely was short and sweet. And, tiny install size, which to me is a cool, fun thing. I do wish this game had a bit more content. I really think there could have been a few more NPCs dotted around that you like meet, and they could give you little, hey, find, like we found 3 MacGuffins for Vilox, whatever that guy is, V. There easily could have been other characters that are like, hey, bring me back a club or something. I would have loved to see more, to be able to see more stats like that. That in and of itself could have been a fun side quest. Like, hey, rescue this character, and then they're like, oh, I'll make it so that you can see the range of a weapon. I'll make it so that you can see the cooldown of a weapon or whatever. As it was, I was kind of going just on eye, just like, it feels like the scythe has a wider hitbox, but I'm not actually sure. And it's difficult to test because there's, like, other than a couple of boxes in the eastern area, it's pretty hard to like find something to whack against that's not actively trying to kill you. On that note, I really think this game would have been helped by having grass or rocks or crates or something lying around in the world that you can bust open, maybe get a few iron, but more importantly, get a little bit of health back. Because as it was, the way to get your health back was to save and consequentially respawn the enemies, which I don't know, like it's fine, but also it's um so it is what it is. Story wise, not a whole lot of story to this one. Honestly, it didn't really need it. Like it's fine. Like, hey, you crashed on a planet, help the locals to repair a ship so that you can get off the planet. That's kind of sort of the same plot as quite a few games. It is what it is. Not all games need some big like save the world plot. I actually like games that don't have a save the world plot, so I'm fine with that. It could have had more. It could have had more lore, but as it was fine. And that also there's another thing. Like the game could have had more like lore tablets like littered about, and like let us find stuff and learn like, oh, who are these Trilocks, whatever their name was, Tritens. I don't know. Controls, by the end of it, I was mostly used to the ability, like the way that the face buttons map to the direction that you're attacking. The fact that they couldn't go diagonal was kind of a little rough. I would have liked to have been able to hit two at the same time and attack diagonal, or push the right stick diagonally in order to attack in that direction. But it's fine. Pixel art, I liked the pixel art. What they've got is fine. It ends up feeling fairly flat. Like if you look in the area below me, like, hey, that's a lot of the same color brown, just, which is not necessarily inherently bad, but it would have been helped by having a few more like little details to break it up and make it more different. Honestly, though, given how empty the environments were, they needed to just be smaller. There's this concept of interest density. I think I first saw it in regard to Link's Awakening for the Game Boy. Link's Awakening, pixel graphics, just like this, on the Game Boy, so very limited resolution. Everything's like on a grid pretty much, other than Link and the enemies move off of the grid, but they're still, pixel perfect. And so everything in Link's Awakening has to fit into rooms, and the rooms can only be 8 tiles tall and 10 tiles wide. That's very small. And so Link's Awakening is kind of forced into, hey, every room has something interesting in it. Maybe not terribly interesting, but some puzzle or some, item for you to collect or an NPC to talk to or something. Every room has that. So you can never, ever be more than 8 tiles, 8 meters away from something interesting. And that's cool. Like that to me, that's a nice high density interest level to hold. And this game, there'd frequently be rooms with literally nothing in them that were bigger than my screen. And this is much more than 8 by 10 grids wide. So there would be fairly significant chunks of time where I'm just like running and not doing anything. And we saw that in this episode where I was pausing my recording and then bringing it back because all I was doing is just running. So that's not great. And that would have been alleviated. Having smaller rooms would be better if you're not going to have much in them, or have more in them to be more interesting. And this game's not really got a big enough world to warrant having a fast travel system, but a fast travel system would have itself been interesting and I would have been into it. So yeah, a lot of like little feature requests that would have improved this game, I think, but you didn't need them ultimately. Fun little 2-3 hour experience. The difficulty curve definitely, like, you start the game and you've got such a weak weapon and you're fighting against a boss that's got like slightly weird timings. The Goblin King really took some doing for me to get over. And then the other bosses, because I could upgrade my weapon to actually like do damage, and I had a better sense then of, oh, I need to be like way more Dark Souls-y of get a hit in, retreat. Don't be greedy. That first boss taught me the lesson of don't be greedy. And then the power curve of I was able to invest my iron into making my weapon stronger really like overcame. So yeah. I do kind of wish that there had been more weapons in the back half. There's, the spears and whatever. There's probably weapons that I literally never saw because the runtime of the game is so short. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if gun was an option and we just never saw an enemy drop it because there weren't that many enemies to kill. So, yeah, small game. Wish it had been larger. Wish it had been a little more interest packed. But as it was, I still did enjoy it. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed this little mini series, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.